Hours after that massive violence, arson, stone pelting and rioting was reported from parts of Haryana. Slowly and steadily, the situation is turning to normal after hours. In fact, through the night, that violence had erupted in that area, specifically of Nu, which is the Mewat district, and also in Gurugram, specifically in the Sona area. We are being told that train movement is slowly returning to normal. Riots in Haryana's Nu had affected the train movement earlier. That is starting to now again surface, and the train at least are being permitted to start again. But look at the violence. The visuals speak for themselves. Vehicles have been hit, vandalized. People and these drivers are being targeted. Two groups had clashed after a Shobha Yatra was taken out by the Vishwa Hindu Parishad in Nu. After that, the violence immediately spread to other parts of Gurugram, which is adjacent to the Mewat district as well. Look at the flames in the background. Look at the stone pelting from the terrace that's happening. All this is reflective of what had unfolded in these areas barely few hours ago. However, now the situation is slightly returning to normal, but heads will have to roll. Who is accountable for this? Why should these vehicles be vandalized? Public property, buses were damaged as well. People were targeted. Two police personnel, one civilian has been shot dead. Where were these weapons coming from? Who were these individuals with weapons that were seen? Shreya Chatterjee is reporting from Nu, Mewat area. Shreya, you have consistently reported from Mewat, but this time it was definitely different. The kind of arson violence that you saw in the aftermath of it. Can we say that hours after that, slightly the situation is turning to normalcy now?
Well, Pooja, if I talk about the situation presently on the ground, yes, it is normal. There has been no fresh reports of arson after yesterday. There is Section 144 still invoked in the region. Internet is still snapped. It will be remaining so till tomorrow is what the update is. We've seen senior officials who've also been sent from outside districts are also taking round constantly. As we talk, you can see fresh police force are they're moving in the city to ensure that normalcy continues. We've also seen that the police over here on the ground, they're quickly removing the burned vehicles, because first and foremost, that's one of the responsibilities that the police tend to is to remove anything that the riots have left behind, so that people forget and move ahead. That's one of the other thing as well. Now, we've seen that police stations have come under attack. A civilian has died. Two home guards have died. Apart from that, remember when that yesterday's rally was there in that Nalhar Shiv Mandir, at least 2,000 to 3,000 people were stuck there while stone pelting happened. So the situation was not normal. While everyone suggests that there was tense situation, everyone also agrees that this was a failure on the part of the Haryana police. They were aware of the fact that there was a possibility of communal tension gripping the place. Despite so, there was skewed police deployment. That's primarily one of the reasons why the situation went out of hand. So we cannot overlook the police's role in the entire scenario. If they would have put in proper deployment, probably this untoward situation could have been averted. This is also something that the VHP members have also raised.
Saying, Shreya, that police deployment was not at its best as it should have been, considering the sensitive situation. But did the police deployment increase after, at least when the clashes began? Was there new reinforcements that were sent in of the cops?
Well, reinforcement, Pooja, was only sent at night. We are talking about a situation which went violent from, say, noon. From 12:01 till 3-4 p.m. situation was already difficult. We saw our colleague Anmol Bali was also stuck in between these clashes. We do know there were multiple other media personnel who were stuck. They had to duck and save and tend for themselves, because there were no police forces who were actually around or nearby. So the police force of Haryana, especially in Mewat, they have come under heavy attack for not deploying adequate number of forces, despite knowing the fact that when you have a religious congregation taking place where cow vigilante, an accused who's absconding, has been releasing his messages on social media, Monu Manesar, saying that he will be a part of the rally. When the demography of Mewat is such, there is the balance is not right when it comes to the two communal groups. So we do understand with that messages images going online with Monu Manesar, one of the accused, saying that he is going to participate in the rally. There was already communal tension in the region. The SP also, while speaking to our colleague, has agreed on the fact that there was a rumor that actually went viral that Monu Manesar is a part of the rally. He was not allowed to take part in the rally, but the very fact that he released a video message, that was enough to cause communal tension in the region.
So that video that was released by him has apparently led to becoming a trigger, but the government says he wasn't at the yatra, he wasn't seen. What then happened? Why was stones pelted at a Shobha Yatra that is, according to the government, has been organized earlier as well? Was this a pre-planned attack? Who organized it? But eventually, what will be the accountability? Heads need to roll. This is Haryana, an adjacent state to the national capital. The Gurugram district is right next to Delhi. That is where violence was also reported from. Shreya Chatterjee, thank you very much for bringing us this ground report. Stay safe as well. Stay cautious while you bring us these ground reports.